the future will hold.
Yeah, but it shows that he wants to fight, and it shows that he probably wants to fight Silas Young now.
Well, you know, the four guys that you just mentioned, this international tag team match that's next to you, it's really going to be an athletic showcase like no other that we'll see here tonight.
Yeah, fans, if you haven't seen these guys, you're going to have your eyes locked on the television, including our debuting CMLL star, Volador Jr. I'm excited to see him.
You know, Ring of Honor has always been about bringing these amazing international talents here. This is the best professional wrestling in the world. Not just America, these guys come from all over the world.
Yeah, New Zealand, Mexico. We have the UK as well. It's Jay White, Dragon Lee versus Will Ospreay and Volador Jr. right now here in Lakeland. And this is a young man, Kevin, who we've seen at Final Battle and had Mayhem electrifying the crowds.
This tag team match is set for one fall. Introducing first from Mexico, weighing 198 pounds, Dragon Lee.
You know, a very accomplished star, I believe only 22 years old, traveling the globe, part of the huge ROH CMLL New Japan partnership, and he's made his name here in the US, in Mexico, and New Japan.
Well, he'll make his name anywhere he's in the ring because he's amazing.
Absolutely, and he's teaming with a young man he's actually teamed before in New Japan as part of Fantastica Mania. A man who for almost 9 months, Kevin, was undefeated.
Yeah, he did. He put it on the line, though, against Jay Briscoe.
His partner, wrestling out of Auckland, New Zealand, weighing in even 200 pounds, Jay White.
You know, guys, I love the idea of Jay White. The idea of just traveling, going to Japan, getting in the dojo. The idea of Jay White. Still don't know if I love Jay White.
Well, I certainly do.
In its conceptual form,
That's right.
Colt's a fan.
That's right. Like so many before him.
A guy not afraid on his debut night, mixing it up with our ROH World Champion Christopher Daniels. Impressive wins all along the way. And he's a guy, again, I respect very much because he put that streak on the line against a man who was once undefeated for 3 years. Listen to this placer up for the aerial assassin.
Their opponents, first, wrestling the 6 England, weighing 201 pounds, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
Well, I remember being on, when I was the Rev Pro champion, there was a young little British lad, probably 17, 18 years old, Will Ospreay. And it's amazing to see how far this man has come. He was green, he was young, he was a little unsure of himself. And the confidence is at an all-time high. He's one of the very best in the world.
Coming up in the month of May, Will Ospreay will look to go back-to-back in winning the Best of Super Juniors tournament. And his tag team partner tonight, the man he defeated on his road to winning last year's tournament, beat him in the semifinals. They have great mutual respect for one another and making his Ring of Honor debut a true global superstar.
His partner, wrestling out of Mexico, weighing 217 pounds, Volador Jr.
A man who was at the top of my list, gentlemen, of competitors I wanted to see right here in Ring of Honor when the partnership was announced with CMLL, Ring of Honor, New Japan. Volador Jr., he was the guy, #1 with a bullet, and I'm glad we're getting to see him here tonight.
It gives you the opportunity in a situation just like this. Dream matchups, things that you would never see before. And that, Colt, like your point before, this is one of the things that's always made Ring of Honor stand apart.
Yeah, you know, just for the years, you know, people like Jeremy Lopez representing Osaka Pro and Hidaka and Togo with Michinoku Pro, Doug Williams, FWA, even Flash Flanagan with IWA Puerto Rico have donned the rings of Ring of Honor. And New Japan, CMLL, and Ring of Honor, this is such a great representation of we want all the top talent from anywhere. And we will put them in this ring for these fans.
We're going to take a look here at the tail of the tape. You see these gentlemen fairly new on the scene. Jay White, 2013, Dragon League 2014. Jay White, he debuted recently, and now the elder statesman in the match, Volador Jr. Of course, he comes from a long line of luchadors, the son of Super Parka and the nephew of La Parker. I know you're a fan of the chairman of WCW.
Of course, I've wrestled on many shows.
So that gives you an idea of the lineage he's bringing into this match here tonight.
And he's a former Grand Prix champion over this.
But it's Jay White starting with Will Ospreay, and of course when Jay White teamed with Dragon Lee as part of the Fantastic Mania show. At that point, Jay White still in his apprenticeship as a young lion, but he has certainly matured here in the rings of Ring of Honor and has done a great job getting off to the fast start in his professional career.
Oh, by the way, if this is maybe your first time checking into Ring of Honor, get ready to just be amazed by all four of these guys. I just want to make sure everybody's ready for that.
Look at this. Hammerlock transitions into a wrist lock. And you make a great point, Colt. There's so much going on when Will Ospreay, Jay White, Volador Jr., Dragon Lee are in the ring that we might not call everything because it's happening that fast.
Yeah, I expect nothing less. High expectations, but that's what these guys live for. They thrive for it.
Here we go. Look at this. Whoa.
You can do this all day.
Look like he sure could. Will Ospreay with the advantage.
Like the quick Brits before him, Mike Flash Jordan, Clive Iron Fist Myers, you name it.
Now, Will Ospreay, former ROH World Television Champion, defeated Bobby Fish for that championship in his very first match in Ring of Honor.
Not like, he's curious about something. Just look over there, Jay. This is a trick out of my playbook. Slap him in the face.
Oh, the oldest trick in the book.
Well, one of Jay White's Kiwi mates over to our right, checking out the event tonight, is Bushwhacker Luke Williams. I'm sure he will have words with his fellow New Zealander. Don't fall for the side headlock trick.
Right.
Whoa.
You never know who's going to show up here at Ring of Honor.
Look at that. Before things get too hot and heavy, I'd like to wish my beautiful wife, the best mom in the world, Sarah Riccaboni.
Oh, stop using this as your outlet. Come on.
Listen, that doesn't get you off the hook. You still got to buy her a gift. Cheapo.
Well, we're going to see our friend with the big ears at some point soon. So, Dragon Lee, Volador Jr. in the ring.
So this is going to be very exciting. A little bit of lucha libre here in the United States.
Two men very familiar with one another.
Oh, that's very kind of him.
Dragon Lee's already been announced as one of the competitors in this year's Best of Super Juniors tournament.
Beautiful wrist lock takeover. Sweeps the leg. Arm drag. Here we go. Listen to Lakeland, Colt. Could you ever imagine back when you made your Ring of Honor debut that someday you'd be sitting in an arena capacity crowd, nearly 4,000 folks?
It really is amazing coming from the Murphy Rec Center, a sweaty rec hall in front of 200 people, to this. The athletic talent has always been the same.
Oh!
But now we're on such an amazing platform right now.
Dragon Lee, there we go. Drive by Hurricane Rana. Oh!
My goodness. Dragon Lee nearly unseated Hiromu Takahashi for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title recently in New Japan competition. A match that both men said probably took years off of their career, and Dragon Lee showing some of that high-risk style here at SUPERCARD of Honor.
Yeah, by the way, Dragon Lee wrestles and flies. He should be retired by about 23. He does it for the sake of the sport and for his fans.
Jay White now delivers a shot to Will Ospreay.
Let's clear the playing field, give us the opportunity to press an advantage here.
Going for the cover. Volador Jr. sensing he's in trouble. You know what's interesting? We saw that Volador Jr. made his debut in 1997, but he's such a young athlete too. Luchadors in Mexico often make their debut as teenagers, not something we're accustomed to here in the United States.
Yeah, at a very young age. You know, my personal friend Ricky Marvin was wrestling at 13 years old.
Quite incredible.
I think Paul Turner is dealing with a little bit of a language barrier right here.
Right, Dragon Lee almost threatened to punch Paul Turner, which I thought was a bit odd. don't know why he would risk that.
You know, I think Jay White's the one with the language problem. I can hardly understand what he says sometimes. But,
you proud of that?
okay. Jay White now makes the tag into Dragon Lee. Oh, out of the way he goes. Wow.
Oh, brother.
Volador Jr. connects.
And them trying to get things clear with referee Paul Turner gave Volador the opportunity to get his wits about him and to thwart the double team. Now Ospreay's tagged in.
Shoulders to the midsection. Ospreay flips through. Ooh! Drops Dragon Lee like a sack of bricks. Up and over goes Ospreay. Springboard connects.
Dude, the height Will Ospreay got.
Wow! And the explosiveness of the New Zealander, Jay White. It's interesting, he's physically the largest man in the match. I wonder if at some point he will begin to use that for his advantage.
And he is a flyer, but you know, being trained in that dojo in New Japan also can strike with the best of them.
We see a chop. Irish whip in. Ducks the clothesline. Whoa!
Ospreay, despite coming from England, he became a fan and wanted to be a purveyor of the Lucha Libre style.
Running shooting star press. Springboard moonsault. Second rope on the inside. Aerial assassin.
To the top!
Oh man!
Look at that. Cover. 1, 2. Ooh. Wow. Gonna take a look at this.
Please do.
No, Colt, you get to describe it.
So top rope twisting, senton spinning splash. Thank you.
Name that move.
Sends him to the mat.
By the way, Chicken Wing Waltz was the winner.
Hey, there we go.
Earlier on, paying that one off. Now look at Volador Jr. on the top.
Jay White smartly sends Volador to the ground. Chaos ensuing here in Lakeland.
Yeah, the tag rules seem to get out of play.
Wow!
I love the idea Dragon Lee walked away from that like he was victorious before he had even landed or Will Ospreay landed. The action's still going.
Like a feather over the ropes.
Oh my!
Wow!
TK O'Ryan watching that one very closely as Volador moonsaults off the second rope to the outside.
Oh my goodness, Jay White!
Little crash and burn there from Jay White.
I don't even want to know what's coming here, Cole.
Let's see what you got, Willie.
Whoa!
So pretty. Whoa!
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 Here's the strength of Jay White.
Catches Sasuke. Oh! How did he catch him? How did he brainbust him?
Well, you made a point about him being the biggest one in this match. And you think Will just thinks to himself, I can flip and dive on anyone. You got to take into consideration.
And now they choose to make the tag. They had it under control this whole time.
There it is.
Sit out missile drop kick. Dragon Lee to the top. Frog splash. Oh, wait, one.
Great
Two.
awareness.
Yeah, Jay White knowing he is the legal man.
Almost an unawareness of Dragon Lee.
And not Lucha rules.
Of course, right. Not Lucha rules.
Dragon Lee so used to competing in those matches. Volador Jr. Beautiful lasso tape. Arm drag. Follows him in.
Oh, wow. On his feet, Volador.
Now Jay White, Will Ospreay, the two men standing in the ring.
Whoa. So quick.
Ospreay, a member of the Chaos faction in New Japan. Jay White wants to send a message back to New Japan saying, I can beat one of your top guys.
The flatliner into the German. Now Jay White charging in. Whoa! Spanish fly! And Volador connects with an enziguri. say, Kevin. I was going to say the same thing. Yeah. These four amazing athletes laying it all on the line. Let's take a replay. Cole, you can describe this.
You're putting this one up to me?
Yeah, you.
Single in-ring Spanish fly. The action continues. Shotgun dropkick. Ospreay flying around. We come back, all men down, and the fans here in Lakeland are loving it.
When the director says replay, my first thought is, of what? It's all been action, action, action.
Incredible. And Volador Jr. certainly living up to his reputation. If you haven't seen any of these four guys live, you need to get to an ROH event. It's one thing to watch the iPay-per-view, but to see this in person? Wait on the outside. Wow.
Volador connects with a second Enziguri.
Dangerous predicament. Ooh. Wow.
Slides out the back door, but Dragon Lee gonna look to capitalize.
Double stop. Jay White cover 1, 2. Whoa. And the fans in Lakeland don't want this match to end.
Yeah. There's only so much that these guys can take, though. There's got to be a winner.
Dragon Lee, Jay White showing some great teamwork here. Kind of surprising me. Whoa. Wow.
Come on!
Dragon Lee fired up.
These guys, instead of facing each other, are cheering up the crowd. Maybe a Mexican tradition I'm unfamiliar with.
I think it's just a sign of mutual respect as a knee to the chin. Volador Jr. just about took Dragon Lee's head right to the stage with that kick. Volador has him in his crosshairs. Whoa!
Snap German there from Dragon Lee.
Wow!
A little 1-for-1 right there.
The match resets in front of the largest crowd in Ring of Honor history. What could they possibly do that we haven't seen yet? What's going to end this match?
Whoa! Maybe that in? How about that?
Dragon Lee on instinct, though, rolls out to the floor.
A flipping destroyer.
This guy is unbelievable.
Shooting star press to the outside. Jay White. Forearms on Volador Jr. Whoa. German suplex. That might be the move of the night, the week, the year, the millennium. Oh my God.
Will Ospreay can pull it out of anywhere.
But now Jay White has the opportunity for victory, but Volador Jr. looks to end that threat.
Whoa! Drives him down. 1, 2, 3.
The winners of the match, the team of Volador Jr. and Will Ospreay.
Well, you made the point earlier on. What would it take to end this match?
Yeah.
And you said one more big shot, and it was Volador Jr. with the highest of high-risk offense getting the victory for he and Will Ospreay.
That's what it was going to take. Do something crazy, put your body on the line, that'll get it done. Doesn't surprise me.
Let's take a look at this replay. Look at climbing up the ropes, shooting star, wow! And that takes out Dragon Lee. And then we go here, connects, body scissors, drives Jay White into the ground. The impact from the top rope, cover 1, 2, 3. Aerial assassin Will Ospreay and the debuting Volador Jr. your winners. And I need to catch my breath.
You all right, bud?
No, I think I've overheated.
See the appreciation of the fans here in Florida. The appreciation of just 4 combatants. Great athletes.